That's
okay.
what I've learned.
Now,
yes. Yeah.
Okay. However, I'm gonna get real controversial right now.
Okay.
Because I'm old school.
Okay.
So bring it right on the YouTube page, on our YouTube, right into Instagram, all of that. You tell me. I understand that women are leaders. We're incredible. We're awesome. However, I do believe at the end of the day, a man needs to be a man and a woman needs to be a woman. And I'm going to say this because if you are with somebody just with testosterone alone, very heavy. My husband has very heavy testosterone. And there's a lot of men that may not, which is fine. And there's a lot of women and the gender roles and all of that can go out the window. But there needs to be a place where one person, it needs to be defined. So if a woman is working, doing the work, and then the husband stays home and takes care of the kids and he's cool with that, that's cool. So those roles need to be established, right? But if you have two people coming together, you're going to butt heads if you're not very defined with the roles. I'll tell you another thing. Women have oxytocin. So we have a chemical in our body that's released when we have sex. And men don't have that. And so whether you hate the guy or not, you can say, oh yeah, I'm not really connected to the guy. There is a hormone that is released. And men do not have that. And so what I feel is that I've seen a lot of women be like, I'm just going to go over and have sex with him. And then they do. But then they go, well, how come he hasn't called? I really wanted to hang out with him. And I was like, because you fucked him. You gave him exactly what he wanted. And then what is there to chase? What is there to work for at the end of the day? Because I think men are gatherers. They're hunters at the end of it. And they want a woman. Pat Allen said this. I don't know if anybody out there knows Pat Allen, but she's this old school, like, thought leader of, relationships and comes from, like, old school generation. And she said, men fall in love with virtue, not vagina.
Okay.
And I think when you give
like there's those women that they sleep with, and then there's the woman that they take home to meet mama.
And I think, and I'm not against having sex with a guy the first night and having a long relationship with him.
Right.
However, you got to be clear about a woman because we're entered. Men enter us, right? So it's our choice at the end of the day. So if you just want to fuck a guy and leave, that's cool. You know what I mean? But if you want a long-lasting relationship, know where you want to walk into it and be in it with. Does that make sense, right, Lefty? You feel me? I just come from this place, and you guys can debate me all day. It's all good. This is the fun house. But this is where I'm at. I'm at the place where if I would have met my husband and had sex with him the first night, I actually said it to him. I said, if we have sex tonight, the first night, I will have sex with you, but I will never talk to you again. Because I wanted to see how far he would test my limits. And he didn't test my limits. And then I went, okay, let the chase and dance begin. And then I respected him more. I don't know. That's just me. Well, I would have had sex with him the first night. That's fine. But I wouldn't. But then I wouldn't have gone against my own thing. It's just I'm seeing too many women wanting to be the man, walking in. I get that we have everything in line. We're so evolved. We're so amazing as women. However, I don't know what kind of man you're looking for, but I like having a partner. I like having a man that makes me feel protected. At the end of it, they're bigger than us. Like at the end of the day, they're stronger physically.
Yes,
I think we wipe out men mentally.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yep.
I do, but I don't know. Just take that. I'm just old school like that because.
Well, I would tweak that.
Okay, tweak it. Tell me. I'll go. That's my totally old school.
Oh, you go first. Go.
Bring it.
I mean, I was in a relationship, going back to the gender roles, where it was not a healthy relationship. We were together for 3 years. He held money over my head. And I was in a situation where I wasn't happy with my job. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And there was no support from him on what I wanted to do. And not that I was trying to be the man, but I'm also not going to be this housewife that's going to sit at home and take care of the kids.
I agree with that.
My parents raised me a certain way, and that's just how I am. I was working when I was 8 years old at their store, playing on the register. And I mean, we always had jobs when we were young, and my dad was like, you need to be working 40 hours a week. And, but, and so that's just how we were raised. So I don't like to be told what to do. I don't like to be put in a situation where I don't feel, confident, maybe is the word, or I have a say in anything.
Yeah.
So that's where I didn't agree with those gender roles, but I somewhat agree with what you're saying, if that makes sense.
I think the idea of the gender roles, it's I don't I make my own money as well. Like, I can't have a man putting money over my head. I can't. I'll find a way. And I've had that before where they put it over my head. And I'm just like, and then what? You want sex from me after you shaming me about me feeling, you know what I mean? I'm not just going to give it up to you. I'm not the little lady. And then I'm not going to make your dinner every night, you know? Yeah. But I do think that I enjoy, I don't know. I like being soft. And I feel like if you can find a person that makes you soft in a sweet way that nobody else sees,
sure,
that's the right balance. Does that make sense? Because
yes.
I don't think women should be tough. I think men can do that whole testosterone, ego, tough, I'm the man thing. But I see women tough all the time with their husbands, and I'm like, you're with the wrong man, because there's not enough romance going on. There's not enough sensitivity. Does that make sense? And then,
well, I mean, this is where I would.
Tell me.
This is where that's why I would tweak it somewhat.
Tweak it, please. Sometimes, tell me.
Because I understand what you're saying. You're saying there's the traditional, like, provider role versus the homemaker role, right? And who fills in that? Like, if you think it needs to be the man.
That's not what I'm saying it completely wrong.
Okay.
No, because no man's ever paid for me fully. There's no way. And I don't do dishes, and I'm not, no. What I'm just saying is I'm so assertive and strong as a woman that I've had to learn how to, at moments, pick my battle and be backseat a little bit to my husband in moments.
Sure. Compromise. That's what marriage is about, folks.
Right. But I have a lot of testosterone. I'm female testosterone, right? So I can be like, I got this. But I've enjoyed that my husband has come in, because I have a dad that never did anything really to be a dad. You know, he's kind of like a kid himself, 80% hard of hearing. He's a good guy, but he never was like, let me protect you. Let me help you. Let me do, you know what I mean? In certain ways that a dad, that gender, like that stereotype should be, is like daddy's girl. I don't know what that is. Mm-hmm. So I always was doing things for him and doing. And so it's nice to have.
You parented your parent. That's a whole other show.
I'm still parenting my parents.
Okay.
I love them to death. They taught me a lot, but come on. But it's been nice, if that makes sense, for me to sit back and go, okay, he's got that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And I feel like that's where I allow him to be a man.
Yeah.
Like, he takes out the trash. If there's something going on in the neighborhood, he's got my back. Like, he walks.
But you could take the trash out too.
1,000%. Right. But if he's like, I want to do this for you, I can go, okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't used to do that. I used to go, I got it. I'm good. But then where is his place in my life then?
Yeah, but that's you allowing somebody in your life as a life partner.
Right.
So as far as like the gender roles, I guess that's where I got confused.
I think that's where I'm confused. Like, I'm still calling people that are...
A man's got to be a man. I'm like, yeah, they are. But now that like, that's the big thing, right? People, like men now are kind of confused.
I also think from like the shitty situations that I've been in dating wise, they have made me really hard. So I'm not soft when I go meet a new person, because my guard is unfortunately up.
Right.
Yeah. No, understand.
Which sucks for that person, but
yeah.